I am back with another What If. This should be an interesting one to say the least. We left off as basically with everyone coming back. So let's continue off there. So after that, basically everyone gets told to put on their hero costumes. During this time, Izuku learned that he needed to make his hero costume out of a stronger fabric to stop it from tearing apart every time he activates his quirk. Activates full cowling. And it's raining outside. Pouring. But anyway, so we see them now in the locker room, and we see Zuko with currently putting on his hero costume. He had to send it into, he had to send in a request to ask them to make the fabric to make the costume out of stronger fabric. And the request is a bit confused. But Izuku here, he knows that all too well. If his 1% was able to tear through clothes alone, then what'll his 2% or 5% do? Honestly, that's gonna be an interesting sight. After that, we will now see them come walking outside with their hero costumes in. And during this time, Midoriya is wearing the same costume as in canon. Actually, no, he's wearing this costume. He's basically wearing this form of his costume. But just imagine it a bit of a darker color. Yeah. And stronger fabric. Not important. Midoriya is now currently standing there, and people obviously seeing that he made modifications to his costume. Some people liking this, and some just not caring. But anyway, after that's done, we now see they still have to do the same form of training they had to do. Except for Izuku, obviously, having to use 0.001% of one fall. Since 2% alone was enough to cross a baseball field, a baseball stadium. This was a bit of a better version of control, I guess you could say. But not important. We now see Izuku charging up his full cowling. The normal lightning starting to crackle around him. And people obviously seeing this and taking notice of it. So after a bit, they hear the sound go off, and Izuku is gone. He just disappears almost. They look off to see the green blow up just running at a very, 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 very fast pace. People are obviously being surprised by this, and his opponents were blasting off too. Them saying that that Izuku won't beat them so easily. So after that, Izuku did not slip up as he did in canon. But anyway, he almost made it to All Might. No, yeah, he made it to All Might. Since Izuku is a faster and more concentrated than this. So yeah. So we time skip, and let's say they had a bit of a off day from school. After that, Midori and All Might had to focus on his quirk. So they went to a bit of the same area they went in. And All Might trying to see if anything changed from the quirk, telling Izuku to throw a smash. Izuku does so, this time almost clearing the entire mountain. Izuku wondering if this thing got stronger overnight with just him sleeping. All Might obviously being taken aback by this, and obviously asking how, but just deciding to focus on other techniques. Midoriya while trying out his Delaware Smash. This creating a small type of Air Force blast that is small, is like almost a condensed beam. Until it reached a far enough point where it basically exploded. Yeah. This was basically a rocket launcher. Yes. Midoriya obviously being also being very, very surprised by this. Emma looking at Alma and Alma looking at him. This will just causing the two to have a thought process for a bit of a time. So we time skip another couple of days to them finally hearing about the test that they had to do to go to camp. Most people were excited to finally go to camp. After that, they the same did as in canon. If most of the people did what they did, with most of class 1A studying, and Izuku up doing half of it. But with Izuku trying to master his quote unquote new one for cook, and studying. So we time skip a bit more after that. We don't even learn to take advantage of the rocket launcher type technique and change the outfit a bit too well. He just basically gets these on. He just basically gets these added on. But anyway, we now see Midoriya currently just with them having to face their teachers. Midoriya having another new feature. What those guys basically do is just create an air blast. This is being called Air Force. And that other attack, Midoriya just calls missile. Yeah, that's all. Well, but yeah, just air missile. But anyway, now later on, we see Midoriya will currently, him and Bakugo will currently getting the news that they need to face All Might, number one hero. Izuku is obviously a bit scared, a bit terrified of this. Well, Bakugo is kind of excited to be facing the number one hero. But anyway, we now will see them walking into the city, with Izuku trying to form a plan with Bakugo. Bakugo most of the time not caring. And the same things happen as in canon, with Izuku getting hit with Bakugo's gauntlets. And after that, we now skip to see Midoriya charging up his 0.001% of his full power. All Might, he obviously will use All Might coming, and that's when he knows to get ready. Midoriya will swallow some saliva and start to get ready. And that's when they hear just a boom land in front of that's when they hear a boom and obviously knows that this is the number one hero himself making an entrance. Midoriya will obviously getting ready to fight, and Bakugo also doing the same. Midoriya rushes in and throws a kick. Midoriya rushing in and throwing his finger up and shooting out an air force. All Might blocking this and throwing just a Delaware smash. This almost hitting Izuku if he didn't counter it with his own. No, he countered with another air force. After that, Midoriya jumps back and decides to use air missile. He uses it and it connects straight with All Might's chest, sending him a bit tumbling back. After that, we see Midoriya now jump up and be above All Might. Him charging an air missile in one hand while charging a air force in the other. Him shooting them at the same time. This while creating a form of a big crater. That is until he suddenly gets knocked straight in the face and sent flying towards the other side of the city, and connecting with hitting most of the buildings while he's going. Well, Midoriya is currently just lying down, and close to being unconscious. And that's when we just hear explosions. Well, most of it during the fight with Baku getting his ass kicked in. We now see Midoriya get up and use 1%. And just yeah, that's when his sort of clothing just glow bright, type of mm, pinkish, I don't know color, until he finally jumps off with a massive sonic boom. Ahmed looks over to see Midoriya using 1% actually. Ahmed obviously smiling and saying this is gonna be one tough fight, even if he's using 1%. Ahmed obviously doing the same, and it also causing a sonic boom. Now we see these two obviously having an air battle, most of it with Ahmed getting his ass kicked in. It will just Ahmed throwing a punch, Izuku countering it and shooting an air missile, sending Ahmed flying back. And after that, hold on. After that, Midoriya will just use Air Force to blast himself off and hit Ahmed in the chest, sending him towards the ground. Him connecting with a big building and getting sent flying through it. After that's done, we now see Midoriya currently carrying Bakugo towards the finish line. And no. Basically after that, they won the fight. And the same people lost in canon and the same people did go through as in canon. After that, when Midoriya actually arrived at the well the watch place, I don't know. We see him getting bombarded with questions from his classmates. He sees him of them asking how did he get that strong. Izuku was just shrugging his shoulders and saying he just after that after he collapsed he just woke up like this. Some of them were obviously being curious about this. But after all that's done, we now skip to see them all finally on the bus. All the seating arrangements are as in canon. Until they finally get stopped. Midoriya will obviously wondering where they are. Him quickly getting off, and no, him getting off and looking to see them coming down the mountainside. Midoriya obviously asking where they are. Them obviously saying they're gonna have to make, them saying the same things as in canon, and with them obviously falling off the side of the mountain. And after that, the same combat thing happened, just with a lot easier with Izuku there. But anyway, not important. They finally made it to the class with a lot of less exhausted people. We now see Izuku currently, the same things still happen as in canon. And I think I'm gonna end it here. Bye.